Donald Trump was having a psychotic meltdown late last night after earlier in the day Donald Trump said that he wants the United States to be known as the guardian of the Strait of Hormuz and charge vessels 20% of the value of their cargo for American protection. And then later in the day said that all of the Arab nations need to pay the United States for the United States protection in the region. Donald Trump continued to rant and rave like a lunatic all last night as the United States continued to engage in massive strikes against Iran, especially focusing on the coast by the Strait of Hormuz. And as we reported yesterday, Iran responded very powerfully, striking American infrastructure in the Arab nation neighbors from Kuwait to Bahrain to Qatar to United Arab Emirates to the coast of Oman. I mean, any area where there was American infrastructure took a pounding as well. Also, as we reported yesterday, Iran struck 3 ships that were trying to go through the Strait of Hormuz in areas that were not regulated by the IRGC, 2 UAE tankers and 1 other ship off the coast of Oman were struck by Iran as things are escalating and escalating very quickly. But what Donald Trump was posting late last night around 10 p.m. or so East Coast time, he was posting the following: "We drained the beautiful reflecting pool today in order to fix the scars and damage that was done by the vandals 2 weeks ago. We wanted to wait until after the July 4th weekend. The slashes were 300 yards long, and the floor of the pool was cut and then pulled upward with great force by these thugs. The Parks Department had to empty the water in order to fix the watertight basin." I mean, do we realize what a lunatic he is? 300 yards, you're saying 3 football fields, that these vandals got in there and cut 3 football fields long? No, you did a real horrific job with the reflecting pool. The same way you screwed up the Strait of Hormuz. You said you were going to paint it blue. It looks absolutely horrible. I mean, by the way, Amanda Moore, incredible journalist, reporter who's been really documenting every step of this. She showed exactly what the reflecting pool looked like yesterday. Here, let me just show you what she was able to capture. Play this clip. Just so you can all see what Washington, D.C. looks like after Donald Trump's disastrous so-called Great American State Fair, after destroying the reflecting pool, after the UFC fight. I mean, just literally take a look at it. Zoom in right here. I mean, it literally looks like out of a zombie apocalypse. I mean, and this photo doesn't even show what he did to the east wing of the White House, this asbestos-filled, dumpster at this point. I mean, it's absolutely horrific. Also, late last night, Donald Trump was posting the following closer to 11 p.m. his time. ABC fake news and its shaky anchor, David Muir, said that the reflecting pool was drained to address peeling paint. There is no paint. It was slashed with a knife or a box cutter. High-grade colored waterproofing liner. It was vandalism and algae blooms also caused by vandals, but removed long ago. The algae blooms were caused by the vandals. I mean, again, we have a psychotic creature in the Oval Office. And then Trump goes, "In other words, the story was fake news, but heavily slanted away from the real cause of the problem, vandalism. It will be fixed soon and better than ever." I mean, again, just complete and utter lunatic. Also, Donald Trump announced that he was giving an address to the nation on Thursday. And then the Washington Reporter says that this is what Trump's going to be talking about. Donald Trump will announce on Thursday that Georgia's 2 senators, John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, are illegitimate because of fraud in the 2020 election. Announcement could come as soon as tonight, but it's going to come on Thursday. And he's going to do a whole speech ranting and raving about the 2020 election. Senator Ossoff, I mean, just lying about it like a crazy person. I mean, it's like a crazy person. The vandals did algae blooms. We control the Strait of Hormuz and we're getting 20% mafia protection prices. Senator Ossoff posted this photo of himself and Senator Warnock of Georgia. And Senator Ossoff, who many people also believe is a top presidential contender if after the election in Georgia, and if Georgia elects a Democratic governor. Senator Ossoff writes, Donald Trump's spiral continues. The failed president, pocketing billions as he drives up prices, is afraid to lose the midterm, so he will reheat debunked election conspiracy theories and tell bizarre new lies to deny his 2020 defeat and attack voting rights. This is a disaster for Trump puppet Mike Collins, already mired in scandal. Mike will now have to double down on conspiracy theories. Toxic in the general election from the start, Trump's obsession with Georgia elections revealed his fury that black voters were the instrumental to his defeat. I'm asking concerned citizens nationwide to join me and support our voter protection efforts in Georgia. Well said. Also, Donald Trump had CENTCOM post the following message. U.S. forces complete new strikes on Iranian military targets. But when you look at this also, I mean, look at the photo right here. You can see where the targets were, and it's all the kind of coast of Iran, right by the Persian Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz you see right there. As I said, this is prepping the terrain for a potential ground invasion. Remember I said that yesterday morning, I believe there's going to be a ground invasion. Take a look at what CENTCOM published. More than 50,000 U.S. service members are currently deployed across the Middle East. American forces remain vigilant, lethal, and ready. You're going to need a whole hell of a lot more than 50,000 service members who are spread out across the Middle East if you're going to be doing an actual invasion against Iran, and it's going to be a bloody mess. My prediction would be that the casualties sustained by the United States will be 30,000 to 50,000 a month. 30,000 to 50,000 a month if you try to take Keshem Island or Karg Island, or Keshem or Karg Island rather. I think that's what the casualties will be easily. So then Donald Trump late last night also calls up Newsmax Mike Kelly, one of Donald Trump's preferred propagandists. And Donald Trump says that, Lindsey Graham died like his father died, right around the same age, of the same condition. Interesting, Donald, because your father, Fred, got Alzheimer's at your age, 80. So knowing that you believe in the racehorse theory, there may be a lot of similarities between you and Fred right now. Here, play this clip.
Amazing, actually. But he was, I don't think, just to answer the conspiracy theory, I don't know. I'd love to say yes, but I think he had some problems, and very, very difficult. And his father died just about at the same age from, I'm a believer in the racehorse theory. If you have problems, you have problems. And he had some problems that were a little bit deep-seated and not easy to find.
Now, while gas prices are also rising, we believe that gas prices are likely to hit $4 a gallon very soon. We saw that crude prices are surging up about 10% or so yesterday. They passed $80 a barrel. We believe that the gas prices are going to be about on average about $4 per gallon, and that's going to continue to go up. Remember to pay attention to those strategic petroleum reserves. We've depleted it fully at this point. We've depleted our strategic reserve. We're now days away from the level where it's not just functional tank bottom, it's tank bottom. And then the entire strategic petroleum reserve system globally fails. And then if that takes place, you're going to see the price of crude easily over $100 per barrel, probably closer to $120 to $150 per barrel. Again, it's exactly what we've been warning about here. But what's Donald Trump's focus on right now? Well, Treasury Secretary Bessent was giving an interview with state regime media Fox, and he wanted to talk about how Trump's face will be all over U.S. currency. Here, play this clip.
During the 150th, there was a Calvin Coolidge coin, so we can put living people's images on a coin. The president's also going to have a coin coming out with his image on it. We could put your image on the coin.
Let's not get carried away.
Well, people might hoard. People might hoard it. So
my family, and that's it. Can I see the president's signature?
And then Bessent held up $100 bills, and here's what he had to say. Play this clip.
Can I see the president's signature?
Yeah. So here's the sheets of hundreds, Hot off the presses. Watch out! Don't smudge it. don't smudge it. So what'll happen? They're printed here in D.C. or Dallas. Then they go to the Federal Reserve, and the serial numbers are all registered at the Fed. And then the Fed starts sending them out into the banking system. So this fall, that these with the president's signature will be available.
When liberals see the signature, are they going to light it on fire?
Well, yeah, that's good for the U.S. government when they do it. So, their hair's on fire, so they should keep the currency away from their hair.
And then Besant, a billionaire who previously lived in a replica of Barbie's Malibu mansion, this pink mansion that he lived in Charleston. He says, "Oh, I don't really have that much money anymore. I'm just a public servant. Ha 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 ha. I don't have a lot of cash." I mean, these people are just so damn vile. While you're suffering, while you can't afford your rent, while you having your health care ripped away, while you're struggling, psychologically tortured by this regime, living paycheck to paycheck, these right-wing Trump scumbags, these right-wing oligarch scumbags are laughing at you. Quite literally, they think you're stupid. Here, play this clip.
Do you carry around a lot of cash? I mean, now, in your personal life.
I don't have a lot of cash anymore. I'm a public servant.
Poor Scott Besant.
Well, there you have it, folks. We'll keep you posted every step of the way. Let's get to 7 million subscribers. Thanks for watching. And seriously, come on, let's make a big push for 7 million subscribers. Thanks for watching, everybody.
The truth is more important than ever. Check out our new Truth Over Lies collection at store.meidastouch.com. All 100% USA Union made.